Why don't you go to the gym? I'm pretty sure all the men out there are going to the gym so that they can lift their girls up and place them on their face while standing up. Don't lie to me, boys. Breakfast for Full Primal Power Patrick, top 50 powerlifter of all time. Um, we've got a bodybuilding day today, the foreplay for the rest of the week, where we focus on getting that stretching with a load going on, so that we can blow our load. Food: 3 eggs, 180 grams, 93.7 beef. Do I still need to say that every time that I show you guys what I eat? Because I'm pretty sure at this point you guys get the point. I eat the same thing every day, unless I miss a meal. Then, but he disagrees. And then for our carbs, our morning carbs today, we've got 4 waffles with about 50. It's supposed to be about 40 grams of honey. It's supposed to be 2 bagels with 40 grams of honey. So we did a bit of calorie matching, and we've got 4 waffles with, I was going to do 40 grams of maple syrup, but it poured a lot faster than I expected, and it's actually 65. Good job, me. This is a face of someone who ate someone else's dinner. Just the cheese off the top and the beef, and left the noodles. And then, the next day, proceeded to eat their slippers and has no remorse for their actions. So everyone in the chat, did Buddy do anything wrong? And if he did, let's shame him. Post breakfast Buddy walk. Even though I'm mad at him, it's a very sunny day today, so we're gonna do our best to kind of stay. Buddy, stop. This way, bud. We're going a different route than usual, so Buddy's a little confused. But it's very sunny, so we're gonna try and stay out of the sun, where the pavement might be a little hot. So I've got an entire tree-covered walk that I'll take him on, and it's about 30 minutes long. All my walks with him are at least 30 to 50 minutes long. The longest one I have is about 55 minutes long for him, and that's about 2 miles, if not longer, because we also do a little bit of a zigzag and a little bit of training on the way. But that's what we're up to, and I'm gonna get back to listening to my audiobook.
You know, to most people, foreplay is liquoring up your girl just enough so that she doesn't realize how ugly you are when the lights turn back on when she sobers up. But for me, foreplay is this entire training day, this entire training session where we're starting off with reverse grip lat pull down, really emphasizing the stretch at the top there and doing a slow eccentric to get a good stretch through the delts, biceps, and lats, so that we can be better prepared for the rest of the week where we're going to be abusing these muscles for the squat, bench, and deadlift. It basically opens up the shoulders so that we're not dying due to a shoulder immobility when we're doing the squats, so we're able to actually get under the bar and utilize our lats to stay upright. And then after this, we transition to a head supported bent over rear delt fly, and the head supported part of this movement really helps to isolate the rear delts. And this is a really annoying movement to do, not because of the movement, it's because of how many reps that I'm doing in this set. And it's a superset of 20 and 20, where we're doing 20 of these rear delt not flies, but yeah. But we're doing 20 of these, and we're really emphasizing on getting a stretch at that bottom, so you can kind of see my wrists kind of turn inwards so that the dumbbells touch at the bottom, and really getting a good stretch through the rear delts there. And then you can see my wonderful athletic ability as I try to get down to the floor and successfully get down to the floor. Now, we got hex push-ups here, supersetted with those rear delt raises. And really the important part of these hex push-ups is the bottom. So I'm focusing on getting at least some part of my body down to the ground, either my beard or my belly. And good Lord, that hair, I got that bald spot starting to develop. I guess I'm getting old now. And really trying to stretch out the pecs there. And then we go directly into incline dumbbell press. Again, we're trying to increase the bottom range of motion, really focusing on getting a good stretch. It's an entire foreplay. We're trying to get ourselves wet, moist, and juicy for the rest of the week. So we're really trying to touch those dumbbells to the biceps or outer shoulder, and really touching there, not just floating it and being like, hey, I'm doing a full rep. Yay. Look at me. I'm so special. I'm so strong. I can do heavier dumbbells. No. You're really trying to emphasize getting to that outside shoulder, increase that range of motion so that we have healthier pecs, upper pecs, as we proceed throughout the week, and they're nice and primed for the rest of the week. And then we move on to these chest-supported, zero acceleration seesaw dumbbell rows. That's a mouthful, and that's a phrase I've never heard of. So we're really trying to emphasize getting a stretch at the bottom. So we're trying to not quite lock the elbow at the bottom, but it's a weird movement. Well, it's not a weird movement. It's how the way that we've been doing them for a while has been incorrect. The way that a lot of internet forums tell you how to do dumbbell rows is not. We're really focusing on scapular contraction, so getting a good pinch at the top, and really that's the only stimulus that we really need. And then we get a good stretch through the lat at the bottom. So the range of motion doesn't look really that intense, but it's the over and over repetition of this that really like massages out the knots in your upper back and those bits of your arms that are difficult to really. If you're big, you know that your arms are heavy, and certain parts of your back get a big pump when your arms are heavy, and we're trying to really stretch those pieces out. And then we finish off with these full supination dumbbell curls. We're only using 15 pounds here because the full supination, your biceps aren't responsible for the bending towards the elbow, like the generic idea of doing a curl, as well as pronation and supination of the forearm. So if we get a full supination of the forearm, we're really emphasizing on the stretch reflex, not stretch reflex, but getting a stretch at the bottom. And I've been searching for a way to get a better stretch at the bottom of dumbbell curls for a long time, and I haven't found a good way to get that stretch. So I was talking with my buddy Patrick Horvath, who's smaller than me but has a bigger deadlift, of course, because he pulls sumo. And he was talking about getting a full supination at the bottom, and that really emphasizes a stretch at the bottom, because if you just go neutral grip, you're not really stretching the muscle fibers that much. That's just And this is a set of 20 with 30 seconds rest. And you can see the struggle on the face because we've got the hypoxic response going on. We're feeling the burn. And really by the third set, I was having to take longer intra-set breaks because the burn was too intense. And then we increase the weight and do a 3x8 with heavier dumbbells. Doing it with the 40-pound dumbbells, we can probably increase the weight on these soon. Not next week, but soon, because they're a little easier. And we're really trying to get a good supination up there and controlling the weight. And that's the day we had.
So we've got 6 eggs, 2 bagels, and a little bit of cheese for pizzazz, and a cup of coffee. So here's how my day went, and I didn't video any of it because, whatever. So, get out of the gym and go directly to a car sales, somewhere that sells cars, the same place that I bought my car at. And we start looking at cars and we test drive cars. And we get down to seeing the numbers, and because I'm just tired of my roommate stealing my car, I'm like, take your car that you do not trust, sell it, buy a new car. They're like, all right, here's the monthly payment that I can afford. So we get the most discounted car on the lot, same car as my car, or not the most discounted car on the lot, but like same car as my car. Difference in mileage, difference in color, same package, everything, and try to put a down payment and her old car, sight unseen, as collateral, or not collateral, but like, you know, and it was $160 per month over what she said that she wanted, and I was like, cool, this is going to be a much longer process than you anticipated, and it's going to be a pain in my tuchus, because despite being 31, you can't solve your own problems. So it's 4 hours past the time that I should have ate my previous meal. I was going to cook up and do all my meal prep today, but that took up all my time. And so we've got breakfast sandwiches, and we're basically scurrying to try and get everything all nice, tight, and together, and be like, hey, we are successful with today, right? Food wise. And so after I eat this, I'm gonna have to consume a grotesque amount of protein and waffles to make up for the protein and carbs that we missed. So at least I get to watch One Piece, you know? Silver linings.